Don't forget to subscribe and keep watching. Hey y'all, hey! Welcome back to the channel. I hope everyone is safe and doing well. Right now, I'm in the family room, and what I'm doing is scanning the room and showing you what it looked like. I cleaned the room a few weeks ago when my children left, so the room is clean, but I hadn't decided what colors I wanted to bring into the room for spring. And I wanted to just bring the room in to spring mode. Now we're 2 weeks out from Easter. I want to soften the burgundy color. I want to change the drapes. I also did something fun with this desk, and I want to brighten up my reading nook. So I'm just gonna be quiet, scan the room, let you continue to see what it looks like, so you'll be here when I'm ready to make all of the wonderful changes and bring the room up to spring. So look around the room and I'll see you guys in a bit. Taking down everything in the room with the exception of what's going to go on the wall. Now I need to remove my area rug. Let me turn on some lights. But of course, before you remove the rug, I wanna make sure that it's super clean before I actually roll it up. So I have my vacuum cleaner and we're gonna clean it. So I don't want you guys to think that vacuuming and picking this rug up was easy. It wasn't. I just have it on time lapse so the video wouldn't be so long and you didn't have to see it taking me about 30 minutes to get it done. I have another little hack for you guys. I'm going to remove all my curtains from the plastic and I'm going to take them and put them in the dryer. I'll add about 4 cubes of ice in the dryer and this should take all the wrinkles out of the curtains. I'll get them in the dryer and we'll be ready to mop and clean. Our floors have been swept and mopped and are clean. Now I want to put down my new rug before I move the coffee table back in its place. Now this rug is a little smaller than the other rug was. The other one was an 8 by 10 and this one is a 5 by 7. So it should fit directly the length of the sofa, but I won't push it under the sofa. And I don't have to worry about it moving because the coffee table is heavy enough to hold it in place. This is one of those washable rugs, and I will leave a link for it in the description box below. But on the corner here, I have the dark portion over there. So what I want to do is just switch it around a little bit. I want the dark corner of the rug on the end here because this is where my husband sits on the sofa. So we want to make sure that he doesn't get it dirty on the end, or at least the dirt won't show. for the grotted curtains, I always use a half a toilet paper roll to go in between each of the sections of the curtains. This will keep it full, and I don't have to worry about when my curtains are pulled back. Now with the sheer curtains, I won't use the tissue paper roll because I want them to be mobile, and they can be stretched out to block out some of the sun if need be. I just want to give one little tip when hanging your curtains. When you start, you want to make sure the end is going to the back or toward the wall. And as you hang it, both ends will be toward the wall. So when you're finished and you hang it, you will have a beautiful pleat in the front, and that seam will be toward the wall. So when you start, take the end facing the wall, add the grommet, and for me, I add a tissue roll, and then I add 2 grommets, and I add another tissue roll. Now when I push the green curtain over, it won't go over too far, and I'll always have that nice pleat. Now the artwork that I'm hanging is a DIY, and I'll leave the link to that video in the description box below. The pillow covers and the throws were in my shopping haul, and I'll leave a link to that video in the description box. Now this is a 5x7 rug. I think it should have been the 6x9, and that would have been perfect because by 9 would have brought it a little bit on either side of the sofa, and the 6 would have brought it out another foot, because it's 5 and that's 7, so it would have been 9 by 6 out more this way, about a foot. So I know in the future I need a 6x9 because now I have a lot of the floor, but at least this way I don't have to worry about a lot of traffic on the rug. Now this is the desk that I did on my other channel, Furniture Redesign, and I will leave a link for it so you can see it now. I know you guys remember in my prior videos, I've been saying this since before Christmas that I need to redo this desk. Well, I finally did, and it is absolutely gorgeous. It is a slate gray color. The hardware is from Amazon. Gorgeous, gorgeous. And I took that skirting off the bottom and added the legs. And for the back of the desk, I wallpapered it. And it's absolutely beautiful. And this is like a gold color, a slate color with a gold. That's the wallpaper on the back. And also underneath, you probably can't see it because of the sunlight, but yes. Of course, I didn't change anything else. I did just add a new throw blanket over here, the beige color one, which I already had. Now the corduroy pillows, of course on the sofa, it came 4 in the pack. I have these 2 shades of green. I have one here, and I have the other one in the chair, and this is the second throw in my little reading nook. Still haven't gotten that light, but I'm going to get it. On the fireplace, I kept it really simple. I just have one lantern here. Sorry, I just have one lantern here, and over here, I'm gonna go get them now. I have some sticks that I could put here. Now, that lampshade is still in the box. Couldn't do it. But I have, didn't change the mirror over here. I left it. I wanted to put it behind the sofa, but I didn't want to deal with it because it's a bit heavy. I think I'm going to go ahead and add a picture light between these two. So I'm gonna do that because I have that. So I'm gonna take care of that. And on the table, I just brought a little bit of color, this tangerine type color. That's my fourth color in the space. I just wanted to add a little bit more color rather than the green and gray. So with the green and the gray, that would be my third or fourth color that I'm using in the space. And I love my artwork. I'll leave a link to that in the description box. Also to the desk in the description box. As for the curtains, I love the sage green against the gray. It really brightens the room. Now, I did put the gold shears back up only because I wanted to keep that gold accent color in the room. I think it looks really, really great at the windows. And here's a look at the shears on the patio door, how it blocks out the light. And that was one of the reasons I decided to keep the shears, to block out some of the sunlight if you're sitting in the room watching TV during the daytime. Also added back a couple of the gold velvet pillows just to pull some more of the gold into the room. I have these two frames, and they came off the drawers of a nightstand that I redid about 4 years ago, but I never threw away the frames. I painted them. They were beige, and I painted them. I painted them in this gold. So this is what I want to show you. I took the two frames and I added them to the center of the two larger pictures. Now I could leave them like this, but what my thought was to go ahead and create two more pictures. And all I have to do is take a piece of poster board and glue it to the back side, and I can make two more pictures to match these. Of course, they won't be exactly the same, but it'll be the same colors. Because I don't want to put any more holes in the wall, because remember when I painted this room, it was an oops paint. And I don't recall, I have to check to see if I kept a can, and I don't have any more of this paint. I have my lantern here, and of course I still haven't figured out how to put this lampshade together, so I'm gonna leave it here, or I'll probably wind up sending it back to get something else. But this is an overview of what my room looks like. But you know me, I changed a few other things. But you guys, I'm going to keep showing you the room, and you can probably see the few changes that I made. And if you guys are enjoying this video and its content, make sure you subscribe. And don't forget that notification bell so you'll know when I upload new videos. Now over here in the corner, you can see I did pull out that stand and added my small planter here. Now I do plan to buy a more modern planter, but this will do for now. With that being said, I want to thank you all for watching today, and have a wonderful, wonderful day. God bless, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye-bye.